So I've got something a bit different for you this week. This is quite a cute but quite a simple ring, really. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all my patrons for all your support. I really appreciate you guys, and I really couldn't do this without you. Thank you all so very much. So to make this ring, you'll need 0.8mm wire, which is 20 gauge. That's 4 lengths at 9 inches, which is 23 centimetres. You'll need 0.315mm weaving wire, that's 28 gauge. I'll put the measurement on the screen. I have measured what's on my bobbin, so I can work it out. I wound mine onto a bobbin. This is a Bobeeze bobbin by Beadsmith. You just reel that off and that sits down by your side. It just makes it easier working with the longer lengths of wire. So that's 25mm unweighted. Oh, come on. My tools, I've got my pliers, round nose pliers, cutters, nylon pliers. If you don't have nylon pliers, don't worry. These are Prestige and all the rest are Tronex. I'll put a list of all these things in the description below. So to work out how long your weave is going to be, measure around your finger and then minus about 1.5 centimetres, because that's how big the middle piece is going to be roughly. And then cut your wires to the length that I have, position your thumb centrally, and we'll start weaving half of that weave length to the left so that your finished weave sits central on your wires. So work that out. Take your weaving wire. So when you find your starting point, take your weaving wire. Start with a few wraps around the bottom wire. Crazy sleepwalking. So we wrap around the bottom 2 wires, coming up between those 2. Wrap around the top 2 wires, come up between those 2. Wrap around the top wire, come up between the bottom 2. Wrap around the middle wire, wrap around the bottom wire, and that's our repeat. So you go around 2 wires on the way up, then you go around each wire on the way back down. If you can hear me over Gracie snoring. And repeat that for the length of your band. So my ring bands normally come up quite small, so I've done 4.5 centimetres of that weave. I've done just a little bit extra, cut off that bit from the beginning. I think I forgot to mention the ring mandrel. So bend your weave around your ring mandrel. Quite a nice big gap in the middle there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part the wires, and I'm going to take the middle wire at the base and I'm going to bend it back, and then I'm going to do the same for the other side. Take the middle wire and I'm going to bend it back. Try and hold the ring band as you bend it back so you're not misshaping the ring. So these are my 2 wires from this side, 2 wires from this side. So I've pulled the outer wire out, and these 2 wires go next to each other across the middle there. So holding that together, in fact let's just go around the mandrel and make sure we're the right size. Right, so when it's the right size, because this is going to determine the size, we take these middle wires and we're going to go around, so make sure that is definitely the size that you want. We're going to go around the wire on this side. And then that one is going to come down behind the wire on that side. Yeah, we got it so far. Okay, so next we'll do these middle wires that we bent back. So the bent over back one follows by going around that way. It didn't record that part, so this is your middle wire here. So we're going to bend it and scoop it around, and we're going to take the opposite inner wire that's bent back and we're going to bring that one over too. So we're just focusing on those middle bent back wires, and if you look at the video that it's going to jump back into now and just have a look at which way they bend. So this one comes around, this one comes around and down, and this one comes around and up. Have a look. And then this bent over back one follows by coming this way. So I'm now pulling these two, I'm still pulling the same wires up and down. Trying to get that crossover nice and central. So I'm then going to cut off those middle wires. I'm going to cut off this weaving wire as well, because that's getting in the way. Cut off these middle wires. And then I'm just going to simply bend that wire over the wire next to it. And this one. And just press those around into place. So I'm going to take this wire, the first one that went across and went behind that one, and I'm just going to cut it off and press it around that wire there. Oh, I can cut a bit more off that. So we'll do that to the other side. So this wire that goes around the back of that one there had moved a little bit. I'm going to pull it around and cut it off short. Press it around there. So I know it's looking like I'm cutting off a lot of wire, but if your ring is bigger, you'll need all that wire. This ring is quite tiny. Again, I think I can cut a little bit off that just for a tighter curl. And these two wires I'm going to bring back because I don't want to add to that middle piece anymore. I'm going to bring it back quite tightly. And take it around the band, and I'll do that with this one as well. Take it back quite tightly and across the band there. Whoops. trying to get them the same. So then I'm just going to take the ends around the band. Press it so it's nice and flat. And I don't like ending wires inside the band because it gets a bit scratchy. So I'm going to finish it just as it comes over the top of the band there. And then press it just over the top. I'll do that with the other side. How cute is that? I absolutely love it. I'll oxidise. I'll be back. Before you do, just check it'll fit on your mandrel. Mine has gone ever so small. I just managed to push it on at a 4. So mine is very small. But I'm really pleased how it turned out. Another thing you can do as well when it's on is just push it all down to make sure it's all nice and flat. Oh, I love it. So there we have it, finished. I've oxidised mine. It does bring out all the detail in the wire. We do like that oxidised look. I hope you managed to follow this tutorial okay. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.